Hi, my name is Kelvin Onkanli, and the video that I just made is a tour of my ship's accommodation and my personal cabin for me to stay during my time on board. So I've been at sea for around 6.5 months already. My first day on ship was on 8th of November 2019, and today the date is 24th of May 2020, so it's been almost 6.5 months. Actually, I'm a final year student in Singapore Polytechnic, and I come from Singapore Maritime Academy, and this is actually my internship semester, my final semester before graduating. So I opted in for sailing, and here I am on Ocean Queen vessel, which is a part of Ocean Tanker Company, which is a Singapore-based oil tanker company. So yeah, my contract on paper from the company is 6 + 1 month, so at most is 7 months on board ship, and the bare minimum is 6 months on board ship. So, but however, due to this unforeseen pandemic, my reputation is not guaranteed, and I have no news and no update of when I'm going to go home. So yeah, so maybe I might stay up to 8 months, who knows. But anyways, I made this video just to the primary function of this video is to record down the memories here on board and the things that I have seen on board here during my time on board. So I think the video quality is not that good, and as well as the video editing skills, because I'm not a very good videographer. So, but anyways, yeah, and I just want to share one thing before I end this video, which is during my time here, especially in my final 2 months, which is originally when I hit my 4th month at sea, around March, April, I was in this loophole of laziness and procrastination, and it's just basically after duty I will just sleep, I will be just lazing around, just because during the time I'm almost finished with my assignment, so I let loose of my diligence, if there's a word, my diligence, and also my work ethics. So I just stopped going to the ship's gym or ship's library. I just everyday watch shows, sleep, play game, sleep. It's just a cycle of laziness, and I did try to break out of it a few times, but every time I try to break out, I fall right back into this loophole that I can't seem to escape. But however, like last week, it's been almost, I think, 5 days. I told my good friend, my good brother, about this problem that I'm facing, and he gave me some good tips that I would like to share and keep this as a memory in this video. And it has really helped me a lot, surprisingly. Like, I don't know why. Like, okay. So anyway, the things that he said was very simple actually. Firstly is to be patient with yourself, because I realized I was too harsh on myself, and like let's say if I try to break out this circle, this loophole, maybe I do it for 2 days and maybe I miss a workout, then I'll be like, oh my god, why are you so lazy, and why can't you even do this simple thing, and that will actually demoralize me, and I will not feel good about myself. I will be like, man, you're so useless, man, you can't even do this simple thing, and I'll fall right back in the loophole. So being patient with yourself actually helped me, because for example, there was a few times when because I'm trying intermediate fasting, so my duty is from 8 to 12 in the morning and 8 to 12 at night. So 8 a.m. to 12 a.m., 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. So that's the duty I'm currently on. It's called watchkeeping. And the issue is that after my night duty, I tend to get hungry. So it's like a supper kind of thing. So I think during my first day it went well. I didn't eat anything after my night shift, but during my second day I was really hungry. I decided to devour some cup noodles. Yes, I remember cup noodles. And after I eat a cup noodle, usually I'll be like, oh shit, man. After I fulfill my cravings, I'll be like, oh shit, man, you're such a pig. You're so useless. You can't even stick to a simple diet. I'll be so harsh on myself. I'll feel bad I'll feel uncomfortable inside, and I'll feel sorry for myself. But this time around, I was saying to myself, I was comforting myself. I was like, oh, it's okay. Maybe this is your second day trying, so maybe tomorrow you can try to adjust maybe your eating frame a little bit, or maybe at night try to eat fruits instead of a heavy meal. So I did try that, and it did work. So this being patient with yourself is a very useful tip, I would say. So it helped me quite a bit. It's quite what's the word? It's basically it's a very useful tip, I would say. Yeah. And the second thing he told me was to be mindful of what I'm thinking every day, like daily, doing my as in to be mindful of what I'm thinking basically. So in the past, I always think like negative thoughts will sporadically flow into my brain, and I'll let them affect me, and this will take me back to my dark times and my bad days in poly or anything. So this will take me down a spiral of staircase of sorrow and drown myself in sorrow, sadness, and I'll feel bad about myself, and it just adds on and on. So to do this, actually I tried meditating, and I started out small, like 5 minutes per day, and afterwards I tried like 10 minutes per day, and I try to focus on my breathing, and if my mind strays away, I try to bring it back. And what it did help me was to be mindful of what I was thinking. Like I even, because I can't help myself, like sometimes it just comes back in, like especially at night, those memories, bad memories, or any regretful things you did in the past, or even just missing home also. Even just the feeling of missing home also crossing at night, and so I would think whether this thought that I'm having, is it a good thought, or is it a healthy or unhealthy thought, or is it worth being sorry, being sad about it, and stuff like that. I just make sure I give it a good thought and don't just let it brush aside. So and definitely don't let things add on and find yourself back in your step one again. So I must say it did help me a bit. So that helped me. And the last thing he told me was not to worry about things that you can't control, or the mistakes that you have made and you can't take away any lessons from it. If you can't find a lesson in the mistake you made, like, don't bother thinking about it. Like, he told me that. And so yeah, so in the past I always, like, when I hit my bare minimum contract of 6 months, I was looking forward to when will the news come of me going home, because I will be super happy if the news comes. And yeah, the cadet that I switched with was, as in the previous cadet, the cadet that I switched with, he did 6 months exactly and he went home. So I was thinking, of course, maybe I would just do 6 months exactly, maybe 1 day or maybe 1 week extra, and I have a chance to go home. But unfortunately, that was not the case, and due to this pandemic, I will be stuck here for who knows how long. But what he told me was, these things you can't control. You can only appreciate the moment you have right now and live in the moment. And you never know when will be the next time you ever board a ship again. But after all, I'll be going to the Singapore Army after this. So yeah, I did listen to the advice, and every time the thought of me like, oh shit, when can I go home? This is tough. Like maybe during a stressful condition at work, I tell myself like, instead of being stressful over it, like, no, just you can't control these things. When it comes, it will come. When my time comes, it will come. Just make the best out of what I have currently. And yeah, I did try to do that, and it helped me. It helped me. So basically, to summarize, the 3 things he said was to be patient with yourself. The first thing, don't be too harsh on yourself. Basically, to be patient with yourself. The second thing he said was be mindful of what you are thinking. Be conscious of what you're thinking, because after all, a man is what he thinks about all day long. So, and the last thing he said was not worry about things that are out of your control, things that you can't change or you can't control. So yeah, that's about it. So I think I'm going to end the video right now. It's been quite a long video. Yeah, okay, thanks man. Thanks my brother, to the brother that gave me this advice. Yeah, so yeah, actually I think it's been like 5 days since I tried his advice. I hope that I can keep this up. Yeah, thank you my brother. Peace out.